Wagwan Piftings. It's time for episode 12 of the TEW 2016 challenge run. We're booking Monday Night Raw, the go home show for Fast Lane. And we just start with a damn good segment. Stephanie opens Raw because of course she does. She opens Raw like 3 out of 4 weeks. And she's obviously, it's a contract signing. She's in there with a table and a contract on the table. And she calls Ronda to the ring, as well as Charlotte, who she's invited to Raw, to come out and sign the contract for the match at Fastlane. They both sign the contract eventually. Charlotte says Ronda should be scared to face her in 6 nights at Fastlane, because last time she faced off with Charlotte battered her with that kendo stick and weakened her and beat her within an inch of her life. And that was for Ronda's own good in a way, because if Charlotte would have kept on wrestling in that match, she'd have exposed Ronda and she'd have beaten her, and she wouldn't be standing here as this undefeated baddest woman on the planet right now. She'd be just here as beatable Ronda Rousey. They both have an intense stare down. And then Becky would come out, and she'd wish them both good luck. She's like, oh, it's good luck because whoever wins will go down in history as the woman that the man made tap out in the first ever women's WrestleMania main event to become the Raw Women's Champion. So this 98 A-Star, some good heat to finally get on right before the pay-per-view. This could be the A Women's match that we're looking for, to be honest. This early into the save. Random match. Natty and Dana against Lacey Evans and Mickie James, who formed last week. Lacey gets the win with the springing neck breaker on Dana Brooke. Yeah, not much to it. Just establishing more units in the women's tag team division, because there's only 3 on Raw. Yeah. I didn't work this segment up. Yay. Basically, we cut to Alexa Bliss back in her locker room. She'd be, obviously, getting her gear on, ready for later on tonight. Putting on her little gloves, tying up her boots, stuff like that. When Tyler Breeze would walk in, and then she'd be like, oh, audible sigh. And Breeze would have a big grin on his face. He'd be like, well, I've just spoken to one of the McMahons. I'd say probably Steph. And she's sanctioned off that at Fastlane, Breeze is finally going to get his shot at the Intercontinental title against Finn. And Alexa's like, okay, yeah, good for you, now go away. And Breeze says, now I'm more than just a pretty face. I'm moving up in the world, and I'll be the next Intercontinental Champion. And when I'm Intercontinental Champion, maybe then you'll see what you're missing out here. And Alexa's like, yeah, I'm probably not. I'm not a gold digger. I'm just gonna get on with my match. Just leave me alone. Breeze leaves, and Alexa just looks all confused at him. So the main takeaway being Breeze and Balor confirmed for the Fastlane pay-per-view. Braun and Elias get 63. Braun gets the win by DQ when Baron Corbin comes in. We also had Heath Slater and Dragon Aisu attack Braun, but they didn't get disqualified because that happened after the match. Speaking of after the match beatdowns, Corbin, Elias, and then Slater and Aisu gang up on Braun, beating him up 4-on-1, when Kurt Angle stormed to the ring to try and even the odds, because he also has issues with Corbin. Not so much Elias and them yet. But Angle is jumped from behind by Jinder Mahal on his way to the ring, and Jinder would beat him up a little bit, toss him into the ring, and then it would be 5-on-2, Jinder, Aisu, Slater, Elias, and Corbin beating up on Braun and Kurt Angle. Then another man would walk onto the stage to aid Kurt Angle and Braun Strowman. More specifically, Braun Strowman. If you've been paying attention to the goals, you'll know who it should be. Is the day the business changed forever. The historic legendary debut of Babatunde. He strolls down, so he doesn't run. He like sort of stroll down the ring, give you that big presence, thinking that he's going to come and help Corbin and the lot. But he'd get in the ring, send the two roadies packing, batter Braun, batter Corbin, batter Corbin, batter Jinder, batter Elias, send them reeling back up the ramp as he stands there like the big hunk of a man that he is. He helps Braun and Kurt Angle to their feet. And then it's announced that at Fastlane it will be Braun Strowman, Kurt Angle and Babatunde against Jinder Mahal, Baron Corbin and Elias. And now with Babatunde on Raw, things are about to pick up. We get Alexa's match. She loses again to Ruby with the Riot clean. This time, no outside interference or anything. She just gets beat. After the match, she's beaten up 3-on-1 by the Riot Squad. Another heavy machinery quick squash. I think I'm starting to see them get better, but they're taking their time. Otis again, because he gets all the falls for me with the Dozer Bomb, whatever move that is. They don't even have the compactor on here, I don't think. It's just Otis pinning them clean with a power bomb, which is arguably even better. Just a generic hype video segment, hyping what's happened in the Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar stuff from the Royal Rumble until now, and an announcement that Brock Lesnar will be back on Raw next week. So we'll see what happens there. This did pretty decent. Revival get the win over Rude and Gable when Dawson pins Gable with assist as the suplex, but with the Shatter Machine, because Lashley and Apollo came out and got involved, which would lead to a post-match segment. Rude and Gable getting attacked by Scott Dawson. No, not Dawson and Dash, really. Mainly Apollo and Lashley, with Lio Rush shouting at them. Dash and Dawson just standing there watching them like, what are you doing? And they'd batter them. Lio Rush would be shouting, cheering them on. Lashley would have them both down and then to pose to celebrate, bend over and show the world his lovely bum. But as he's doing this, Dash and Dawson would like walk up, not shove them to the ground or attack them, just walk up to him and get assertive and be like, what the fuck are you doing? We're the top guys. Why are you getting involved in our business? And then, well, Leo's like, well, no, because, Apollo and Bobby Lashley, almighty Bobby Lashley, they're the top tag team on Raw because they're the number one contenders and they're going to win the titles at Fastlane. And we need a warm-up tag team to get us in the mood. That's when Hawkins and Ryder come out like, yeah, bro, we'll be that team, bro. And then they lose because they're Hawkins and Ryder. Apparently, Bobby Lashley does a choke slam. No, he doesn't, but the game says he did. So, yeah, that's interesting. Hype video announcing the return of Big Match Jonathan Cena. He'll be on Raw next week to, I assume, discuss his WrestleMania future, as we are 3 weeks away from the show. And yeah, that's pretty much all to that. The women come out. Sasha and Bayley discuss why they should be the first in the Raw team to challenge the Iconics or Peyton Royce and whoever or whatever the situation is regarding the women's title, which we'll find out tomorrow night. Nia and Tamina come out for some reason, think they deserve a title shot because they're big, I guess. Riot Squad, Ruby says that she got the win and she's now going to see her two girls also get a win to get their momentum back on track. This leads to a triple threat tag team match. I'll never understand why the game has these always set to start as elimination, but it's not. It's 1-4 to the finish. Sasha makes Nia Jax submit because it's Nia Jax and she's not going to get pushed at all. Another 98 Bray Star. I didn't even mean that. I meant to say A star, but whatever. Vignette, Bray Wyatt is in his compound. And unlike most of the normal shots we see of Bray in his compound, rubbing fucking dirt on himself and getting his house burnt down. This one is in the middle of the day, and because it's bright in natural sunlight, everything can be seen, like, clearly. And Bray's walking around, he's like touching everything, getting a good look at it, inspecting it all. He says, I had all this power to do all this stuff. It was all at my disposal, at my fingertips, and I was using this for evil. I wasn't trying to better anything by using this apart from my own self-worth. And he's like, I'm now going to strive to be a better person because Abigail wants me to be a better person. And then we get a couple of lingering shots of like the spoopy doll's heads he had hanging from the wall, but it's all in broad daylight, you can see everything, sort of exposing not really the mystique because it's still a spoopy place, but like exposing the dark side of Bray Wyatt, and both physically and hypothetically bringing him more into the light. Finn Balor comes out for the main event for his weekly IC title. He calls it the Showcase of Talent, but it's basically an open challenge. This week, we actually get something cool. Johnny Gargano from NXT is the person who answers it. And that match gets a B-, 73. Finn gets the win, as expected, and he moves on to Fastlane to face Tyler Breeze. And this go-home show got an 82B. Not really much, it was mainly the go-home show, a lot of twiddling thumbs for me to get to the pay-per-view. And that will be the next time we see these Raw guys. And we've got one show left, well, technically two, SmackDown and 205 Live. And hopefully I'll see you then.